What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. This is for entertainment purposes only. So Bitcorn is up, man. It is up big time this week. It just goes to show you, man. Like, so I made sure at the beginning of this year I had $1,000 in forex and $1,000 in the Bitcorn for starters, right? Put $1,000 in Bitcoin there. Pushed up, took about 6 weeks. I'm up $400. Same $1,000 in the foreign exchange, and if I lock in the profits of NZD USD, we're up over $300 this week. You know, but it's like easier said than done, man. You can definitely make a lot more in the foreign exchange if you can read those charts. Let's see, gold, silver, copper's up big time. I did take profit on Tesla in my retirement portfolio because I'm a bit EV heavy. You know, I bought Tesla here somewhere and it pushed up. I was in profit. This looks like a flag for another drop. So I decided to just free up some money. I'm mostly like Neo heavy, but I did put a little bit of Lucid in there as well, which looks like it's going to go lower. At least Neo's kind of hovering around support, and it's kind of just going sideways right now, which is good. And I've been holding this one forever, man. GLDG, bought it around $1. It's down, but you notice like on the monthly chart here, the high volatility here, high volatility, price is moving, and price is just crawling to a stop right here. So I feel like it's a matter of time, folks, before this thing goes pop. Yeah. So I'm just gonna hold tight. Hold tight. Let's see. So this week, last Sunday, I was saying that I had NZD USD short, NZD CAD short, and Aussie Swiss franc short. Aussie Swiss franc, I decided I was up like $7. I took it and got out because Euro Swiss franc still looked like it had further to go to the upside, and it did. And Aussie Swiss franc just made a move down and then just came back up. And it looks like Swiss franc pairs are getting close for a move to the downside, unless we get a breakout, you know, trend change. So I don't know, this looks like maybe a little bit of a triangle pattern here. I'm not sure if I'm not sure. Regardless, you know, we're at the top, we're in a downtrend. So if we get any sort of pullback here and we can get price close to this area again, I might go for Aussie Swiss franc short, and as long as we stay below the trend line within reason, I'm gonna hold firm and see if we can get this to start ripping towards the downside. Bigger picture, I might start with a smaller position and then scale in if it starts, you know, heading in our direction. Other than that, NZD CAD, I did not like the previous weekly bullish candle action. It kind of threw me off. But like, goes to show you, man, like no matter what pair I'm on, there's always a candle action on one of the charts that throws me off a little bit. So that weekly bullish candle action, yeah, it threw me off, but I had a sell in a resistance zone, and we got to move to the downside. Now we're in a support zone. Maybe I should just buy. I don't know, you know. So I want to see what happens here. Is it really that freaking that's insane? I don't know. I might actually do that. I don't know. We will see. want to see what happens here. I would need to see price come down some. I want to get in deeper into this zone regardless. But that might be a possibility, right? Potentially. I don't know. Unless this turns out to be a big correction here for a continuation to the downside, but I don't know. I don't think I'm going to pay too much attention to this. And I'll show you a perfect example of ignoring a candle action. Euro NZD. I got out of those other two trades, but I bought this one because I noticed this, right? Like low volatility here, like wicks, support. We made a move up. Hit resistance up there. It didn't like reject hard. It can't, you know, somewhat slow, and then price really started to slow down right here. And then pop, we got bullish momentum, so I just jumped in. Literally just jumped in. And then the very next day, we got a 382 pin bar candle action on the daily. And I'm like, shit. That's not good. But we did have red flag news for NZD like 2 hours after that candle closed. So I made a judgment call because the 4-hour chart looked like just a pullback correction here. So I said I'm going to just hold it until red flag news comes out and see what happens. And we got a sweet move to the upside, and I took profit right there. That was a quick $100 overnight, done for this week. $100 in the bank, done. And it didn't go anywhere after that, so that was a good trade this week. And NZD USD to the downside. And yeah, I'm looking for like a bigger picture hold to the downside, but it's like I don't know if this correction is done. And I've noticed with me, 9 times out of 10, I don't take profits enough. I just don't take profits enough. Because 9 times out of 10, price is going to come back up and stop me out again and again and again and again. And it's like, it hasn't happened yet where I got out of a trade and price went without me. I mean, it has happened a little bit, but like not on a bigger scale like this. So I just feel like it's safer to just take it. So I'm going to wait for the market to open and see if we can get some retracement to the downside for the next candle. See if I can get it to like 220, 230, because it was up to 240 at the bottom. And then take it and get out. Because I think this is potentially what's happening, is this. And I think potentially this might work its way back up, hit this trend line, and then potentially start working its way back down to the downside. So I'm gonna take this and wait for price to come back up, and I will sell it again from there. I don't want to buy it though. I do not want to buy this. I mean, I guess I could, but I don't think I want to. I feel like we had our chance. We had this fake out. So if we were gonna go higher, it would have been here. And I feel like our entry spot should have been on the fake out retest. I mean, that looks like the perfect entry. The fake out retest, man. Because if we had entered on the retest of the fake out, even if this comes back up to the trend line, we're good sitting there, man. We're good. But regardless, yeah. I'm going to take profit on this when the market opens and probably look for Aussie Swiss franc short or GBP JPY short. Because GBP JPY, if you look at all the JPY pairs, USD JPY, we have a break and retest on the weekly. We're coming into monthly and weekly resistance. And GBP JPY, man, look at this. Perfect, like, monthly, weekly resistance area. I just snapped the yellow line there, not a zone. And on the lower time frame, we have a break and retest going on already. Right, so we have this zone. We broke through. We're coming up for that retest. So I feel like I'm going to try to get an entry there. I'm going to try to get filled there. And if price decides to push up and take this high out again, I'm going to look for a second entry up here short, because this just looks like this is a potentially we have a pretty decent move coming to the downside, potentially. So I might go for this or Aussie Swiss franc to the downside as of right now, unless I see, you know, something else in my travels. And then Euro CAD. So this is the only other trade that I have open right now, which I took this towards the end of the week. I don't know. I was looking for a swing here, but I don't know if we're exactly going to get that. This actually looks like a potential cup and handle pattern. So yeah, this actually kind of looks bullish a little bit. And plus, we've retested this zone so many times in a short time period. So I don't know if this is just, you know, this, if that's what that is, you know, it's just a descending channel. And that's what I was hoping for. But price came up and took out this high. That's the only thing that concerns me. Maybe that was just to grab liquidity before the next move. But regardless, I think if we can get one more, you know, this looks like a hardy move to the downside, and it looks like it's possibly correcting back up now for potentially a continuation to the downside, which would bring us somewhere around getting scooped up by this 200-day EMA. And that might complete the cup and handle pattern, and then it starts shooting back up. So I think what I'm going to do is see if we can get one more move to the downside. I'm going to put my take profit right there at $100. But yeah, I'm just looking for one more drop out of EuroCAD. Resistance area, little drop, and I'm going to take it. I'm going to get out and look for something else or reassess and see what happens. So as of right now, that is my plan for this week. And we'll see what happens. See you later.